I'm Toby, I'm 35, and my own body is trying to kill me. Well, I'm here today at the hospital. I'm most of the way through the assessment. I've had a variety of tests and things, and lots of things to talk about, but actually there are a couple of things I want to focus on in particular. In fact, just one, and that's the living donor. So a living donor transplant is when somebody close to you offers to give you part of their liver. From what I've learned today in the meeting that we had, that seems to be acceptable in most cases. Of course, there are a number of restrictions which apply. The donor has to be between 18 and 55 years old. They have to be roughly the same weight and height as the recipient. They have to be healthy, and most importantly, they have to be the same blood group. So if you go ahead with this kind of transplant, you get to know exactly when it's happening. You don't have the whole issue of you're waiting around, not sure if you're going to get that call or not get that call, not sure when the call's going to come in. It's all arranged for a specific date, so it's a lot easier to manage. The operation for the donor takes about 6 hours. They spend about 7 to 10 days in the hospital, and then between 6 and 12 weeks off work. So obviously it's not a minor contribution, it's not a minor operation. Potential risks include issues with the anaesthetic or reactions to the anaesthetic, clots, bleeding, issues with the bile ducts and bile production, infection, and even death. Now, death is only a 0.09% chance, so it's actually very low. One of the things I mentioned before was altruistic donation, where you can donate to someone on the list without knowing who it's going to, so donate part of the liver. Apparently that actually doesn't exist for the liver, so I apologise for that misinformation. It does exist for other organs, including kidneys, but it's not something that is currently set up for the liver in the UK. Now, the real reason I wanted to film this today is quite a difficult one. I have some absolutely amazing people around me. Certain members of my family, a lot of my friends, really amazing people who have already offered to donate part of their liver. Offered quite insistently, to the point where I think they're ready to take a spoon and cut out the liver themselves and try to feed it to me, which probably won't work, but they're that enthusiastic. I'm not exactly the most logical person. There's stuff in my head that doesn't make sense. I'm going to say to all of those people, I love you, and I am so grateful for your offers, but I can't accept it at the moment. There are many reasons for this. At the moment, I just don't believe it's necessary. I think I'm in good enough health, I'm in a very good position. My blood type means I've actually got a very high chance of getting a donor fairly quickly. And I would be much more comfortable taking a donor liver off the list than somebody making that sacrifice for me and putting themselves at that risk, because when it comes to my friends and my family, even 0.09% is too much. And if they went through with it, I would not be able to handle the guilt that I would create for myself. And I know it doesn't make sense. It certainly doesn't. But I would not be able to manage the feelings and the guilt and all of that came up afterwards, and that would be something that I would be fighting with for the rest of my life, and that's not something I can do. I can't put my friends and the people I care about at risk like that. I can't make them make that sacrifice, or even let them make that sacrifice. Generally, I just can't accept having anyone else suffer for me. I guess my raison d'etre in this world is to bring more positivity, more light, and more benefit to others. But I can't accept that from other people. I guess in a way I feel there's a balance that I'm trying to address, and that balance means that I have to be doing as much good as possible without having people do good back for me. So to those people, I will say, please register as an organ donor. See if there are groups around where you can get in contact with people who are waiting for donors, and maybe privately arrange a living donor. There are lots of other people who are far more at need than I am right now. So help them. Don't help me, because I'm going to get through this. I'm healthy, I'm stubborn, and I'm in a very good position. I've been preparing for this for years, and this is a conversation that I've had in my head for years as well. This is not a spur of the moment thing. I've thought about this a very, very long time. So please, don't argue. Don't try to convince me otherwise. I accept your love and your support, but I can't accept your liver. And that's a sentence I never thought I'd have to say. Weird. Having said that, I'm not stupid, and I'm not going to put myself at risk unnecessarily. If it does reach to a point where I need a transplant, where sooner rather than later it's going to make a difference and make a significant difference, then I will accept a living donor. So don't worry, I'm not going to be stubborn and stupid and put myself at a huge risk. We will see if that time comes, how we deal with it. But I genuinely, honestly believe that time is not going to come. I believe things will work out long before then. So if you would like to give me a part of your liver in that eventuality, then please let me know. The first thing you'll need to do is get checked. So find out what blood type you are. If you are a matching blood type, then speak to your GP and say, if I wanted to do a partial liver donation, am I suitable? Or speak to your local liver clinic. But in the meantime, please respect and support my decision. And just know that I love you all and I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye.